Wang Sheng is a scholar who went to Beijing to take the imperial examinations. As he was short of money, he lived in an ownerless house. People around him advised Wang Sheng to move out, as it was a haunted house. But Wang Sheng insisted, "If you have done nothing wrong, why should you be afraid of ghosts knocking on the door?" In the dead of night, the candlelight flickered in the room, bamboo shadows and insects chirped outside the window, and a gentle breeze blew. The young and handsome scholar Wang Sheng sat alone at his desk, concentrating on reading ancient books. In the darkness, a green silk skirt passed by, bringing up a strange wind. The scholar raised his head and looked out the window in confusion. A beautiful woman in a green skirt appeared at the door with a smile on her face, holding a lantern in her hand. The flickering light reflected her pale face. The woman said in a soft voice with a hint of charm, "Sir, the night is cold and the dew is heavy. Can you come to the house? Would you like to stay at your mansion for a few nights?" Wang Sheng was stunned. A look of surprise flashed in his eyes, and he nodded slowly. The woman's lips curled up slightly, and there seemed to be a strange light in her eyes. She walked in slowly, her green skirt dragging on the ground, her movements elegant but strange. She saw a guqin in the house and immediately played a song on the guqin. Wang Sheng was mesmerized by her music. Wang Sheng talked about poetry and guqin with the woman and gradually became addicted. The two of them exchanged glances and their heartbeats accelerated. She was beautiful as a picture, but she had a secret that could not be told. At this time, Wang Sheng saw the woman's shadow reflected on the wall in the moonlight and screamed. Wang Sheng was very surprised. After regaining his composure, he said, "Miss, it's getting late. Please go to bed in the house. I will go to the study to sleep." After that, Wang Sheng politely closed the door and went back to the study to sleep. The next morning, Wang Sheng did not find the girl in the house, so he walked to the market. He was stopped by an old Taoist priest. The old Taoist priest hurriedly said, "Sir, wait a minute. I see that your face is rosy, but your forehead is dark. It seems to be an ominous sign. You must have been contaminated by something unclean recently." Thanks. Wang Sheng was surprised and thought the old Taoist's words were nonsense. He was about to leave when the old Taoist asked hurriedly, "Sir, have you met any charming women recently?" Wang Sheng was shocked, but pretended to be calm. Seeing this, the old Taoist knew everything in his heart and said, "A few days ago, a monster killed people and ate their hearts. Dozens of passing scholars have died in vain in the past year. Young master must not take in any strange and mysterious women." Wang Sheng hurried back to his residence, recalling everything that happened last night. Although he was fascinated by the beauty, he still had a trace of doubt. So Wang Sheng kept an eye on the woman and squatted outside the house, just in case. Not long after, he saw the woman come back. She had been in the house for a long time. Wang Sheng was suspicious. He tiptoed and bravely approached the window. He slowly raised his eyes and looked inside. Wang Sheng made a noise in fear and immediately ran back in 2 steps. In the study, the monster heard the sound and immediately put on his painted skin and went there. At this time, Wang Sheng was in a state of panic and confusion. Soon, a beautiful woman came to the door and was more bold and direct than last night. Wang Sheng was instantly obsessed with her beauty. The atmosphere became more ambiguous. Suddenly, Wang Sheng noticed the woman's back reflected on the wall again and ran away. Seeing this, the monster did not pretend and chased after him. During the chase in the house, the monster was very strong and held Wang Sheng down. The monster lowered his head and approached Wang Sheng. It seemed as if he wanted to absorb the essence and kill people to take their hearts. Suddenly, an old Taoist priest with a fairy-like appearance appeared outside the door, holding a peachwood sword, and shouted, "Monster, don't hurt people." The woman turned around, laughed sharply, and turned into black smoke to fight with the Taoist priest. The sword flashed, the black smoke rolled, and the tables and chairs in the house overturned. The woman showed her true form, with a green face and red eyes, and pounced on Wang Sheng. The Taoist priest threw a talisman, and the woman screamed and turned into a charred painted skin, falling to the ground. At dawn, the old house was in a mess, and the morning light sprinkled in from the window. Wang Sheng entered and saw the painted skin burnt on the ground, with green smoke rising from it. He was still in shock and sat slumped on the ground with a blank look in his eyes. The old Taoist priest stood beside him with a deep gaze and said meaningfully, "Everyone in the world loves the painted skin, greedy for beauty, and forgets the true heart. The demon does not deceive people. It is people who deceive themselves." Wang Sheng looked down and saw the burnt painted skin on the ground. A woman's smiling face vaguely appeared on the painted skin and then disappeared. The Taoist priest turned and left, his back blending into the morning mist. People's hearts are easily confused, and it is difficult to distinguish between truth and falsehood. Be careful, be careful.